Welcome to Team in Training. This video is for you. It's designed to help you become an efficient and effective swimmer. And don't worry about being your first time in the water. Everybody has a lot of fear about that, and we'll help you get through that. The first drill is kick on the side with the bottom arm extended. The goal of this drill is learning to be balanced on your side. It'll look like this: the bottom arm extended straight above your head, body straight in line from head to toe. Face and eyes look up. The top shoulder is visible above the water, and the body is perpendicular to the water surface with a relaxed and steady kick. Some key points to consider on this drill: keep your head deep in the water with the mouth and eyes right at the surface. Use a gentle kick to keep the body horizontal in the water. The top shoulder and arm should be relaxed on the side and exposed to the air. One side will likely be harder than the other based on being right or left-handed. And don't be surprised when your extended arm will work like a rudder and point you in the direction that you want to go. If you bang into the buoys, move along to the side. Speed is not important. Relax to achieve good body position. That's important. The second drill is kicking on the side, alternating sides. The goal of this drill is learn how to transition from one side to the other and maintain balance. It looks like this. Start transition by rotating the head towards the bottom of the pool first. Recover with the top arm above the water towards your extended arm. Rotate your entire body until you are in a balanced position on the opposite side. Start by alternating every 5 seconds, and then once it's mastered, you can reduce that to every 3 seconds or so. Remember these key points. Start the rotation with the head turn. The shoulders and torso will follow. Get completely established on one side before you make your roll to the other side. Again, speed is not important. Relaxing to achieve good body position is what's most important. The third drill is stop at the top. The goal of this drill is to learn the proper starting point of underwater pull and the proper hand entry location. The drill looks like this. Focus on a slow out-of-water recovery. The leading hand on the water remains in front of the head until the recovering arm reaches the ear. The recovering arm stops at about the ear or just above the shoulder, pausing. Then two things happen simultaneously. The leading hand in the water starts the pull, and the recovering hand enters the water through an imaginary male slot halfway between the head and a fully extended arm. Continue the stroke as normal, stopping at the top on the next stroke. Remember these key points. The paused hand at the top becomes your cue to start the pull with the leading arm that's in the water. Also, you'll likely need to pause longer than you think necessary to actually freeze your arm in that position. This can be deceptive. The fourth drill is quick catch. The goal of this drill is to learn how to catch the water in front of the stroke. Focus on proper hand entry and arm position. The drill looks like this. The arm should enter the water through the male slot halfway between the top of the head and a full arm extension. Once in the water, the leading arm should be extended at 170 degrees, leaving a slight bend in the arm at the elbow. At the 170-degree extension of the arm, tip your hand down, fingers pointing to the bottom of the pool. Set your elbow by keeping it higher than your hand throughout the pull. Your fingers should point to the bottom of the pool, and the palm of the hand should be pointing towards your feet throughout the stroke. Move your hand and bent elbow quickly through the front end of the stroke using your shoulder muscles. A cue is to say to yourself, "quick," at the top part of each stroke. Slow the stroke speed down at mid-torso, and then complete the pull at a normal pace without pushing the final part of your stroke with your hand as if you were trying to lift water out from behind you. A couple key points to remember on this drill. When the hand tips and the elbow is set at the beginning of the catch, it will feel like you're reaching over a barrel and pulling the barrel back towards your hip. The quick part of this stroke occurs once the hand is tipped and the elbow is set, and it's an explosive catch at the water at the top of the pull down towards mid-torso. Drill number 5 is high swingers. The goal of this drill is to emphasize correct body position and roll from stroke to stroke. The way this drill looks is as your hand exits the water, maintain an extended arm and roll the body between 45 to 90 degrees to the water's surface. At the top of the stroke, break the straight arm position at the elbow in order to enter the water through the male slot halfway between the top of the head and the full arm extension. At this point, roll the shoulders 180 degrees to the other side and repeat. The key points to remember on high swingers is this. Focus on not crossing over. It'll be easy to do that with your leading arm. Also work on getting consistent body roll. It'll probably be easier to roll better on your breathing side than on your non-breathing side. This drill will engage your core and lats as you roll from side to side. The elevated arm should not cross the 180-degree line, reaching further back, creating an over-rotation. Overall, these are things you should look for: being relaxed, fluid, rhythmic, with a continuous motion with no pauses for gliding. The body position: the head is down, the hips and legs are up, heels pop the surface when kicking. The sixth drill is fist freestyle. The goal of this drill is to improve your feel for the water, maximizing propulsion with hand and forearm. Essentially, what we do here is swim freestyle with a ball in the hand or using a fist. Maintain high elbow position throughout the pull, using the hand, the forearm, and the upper arm like a paddle. A relaxed, steady kick to maintain horizontal body position and normal roll with each stroke. The seventh drill is Tarzan freestyle. The goal of this drill is to practice body position needed to swim while spotting markers on the swim course or navigating through traffic while swimming. This drill looks like this. Swim freestyle with your eyes and chin out of the water, lifting the head to take a breath. Look straight forward. Use a strong, steady kick to maintain horizontal body position and normal body roll. Remember these 2 points. Lift your head far enough out of the water to breathe and look over the waves. As the head lifts, the legs will drop, so use a strong kick to fight this tendency. And eighth is spot the buoy. The goal of this drill is to practice body position needed to swim while spotting markers on the swim course. This drill looks like the following. Lift your head every 4 or 5 arm strokes as if looking for a marker buoy on the water. The head should lift as your lead arm starts to press back, drops as you finish the pull. Lift the head only enough to get your eyes out of the water. On these key points, remember the following. This is a quick glance upward and forward, not an entry to breaststroke. The quicker the glance, the less chance of your legs and hips dropping. Get used to looking only for big buoys or course markers. This should be done every 4 to 6 strokes, depending on how well you swim straight in the open water. And finally, this is putting it all together, the perfect swim stroke. Overall, these are things you should look for: being relaxed, fluid, rhythmic, with a continuous motion with no pauses for gliding. The body position: the head is down, the hips and legs are up, heels pop the surface when kicking. Breathing: exhaling during the entire time the face is in the water, inhaling with the mouth as close to the water as possible to avoid lifting the head to catch a breath. Kicking should be easy, fluid kicks for stabilization and not so much for propulsion. Let the kick come from the hips and the glutes, with the entire leg acting as a relaxed extension of the hips and glutes. Keep the knee and ankle loose. The entire kick is compact. From top to bottom, it's only 18 to 24 inches. Don't overkick. Finally, the stroke: in the water, the hand tips down, the elbow is set high, as if reaching over a barrel. The pull is powerful at the front with a straight pull back. The fingers point to the bottom of the pool throughout the stroke, and the palm of the hand faces your feet. Out of the water, in the recovery phase, the elbow remains bent. The hand enters the water through the mail slot halfway between the top of the head and a full arm extension.